What is up, everybody? Okay, so today we're going to check out Headshot 3. Create any character you want. And today we're going to create this guy. Comment below if you know who this is supposed to be. Now, look, it's not perfect, but I didn't spend a hell of a lot of time on this. Maybe about an hour and a half. So let's get into it and check it out and how to do this. Now remember, this can be chucked into Unreal Engine, Maya, Blender, whatever you want. It can be done. So you start off Headshot 3, and you can prompt, if you click that AI generation, I put Samuel L. Jackson, put 4K because you get the details of the textures that get put onto the model, and that's it. And then you can generate. From there, front, make sure the front is on, it generates a cool image for you. Great. Now you go to modify, and you can make sure, if there's a character with hair, you can say remove hair, but Samuel L. Jackson don't have any, so we're good. Choose the body, like an average male or whatever, normal body, and you can click the side and body up there, and it'll generate the side of the head and the body, which is pretty cool. Make sure apply images, click all three on and apply the images. And now this is kind of like a quick select morph pack. If you click on these, the ones that you want to affect, it'll show up in like a package for you that you can mess around with. I don't really use these, to be honest with you. You add what the model is, and you can change them later, whatever. But in all honesty, I like to just open the entire thing and go to the parts that I want of the new Headshot, that morph pack. There's thousands or hundreds of morphs or whatever, and it's great. So I picked a few just to show you here, like what it is. All right, mate. And you can go through each one, and you can pick what you want, square jaw, whatever. So this entire procedure is actually very easy to use. It cannot make Margaret, because Margaret is a thing. It's a creature, and it's only humanoids, alright? So don't try, and also your eyes will burst. So don't there, Jimmy. Right, so then we pick the morphs, we go to the body, we click it, and it generates it for you. And it's okay. It's a good starting point, I guess. Some models do come out better, some come out worse. So from there, you can go into refine. Okay. I decided to regenerate it again, just to see if anything changes, and it didn't. Okay, brings the same. The side looks pretty good. Like it's got the shape at least. The skin texture is terrible. This is AI generated. We do this again later. And now over here, where you generate the images, you can drag them. I just get them out so I can use them, put them next to the thing, and just use them as like a reference to start molding this dude. And that's it. That's where we start. So remember, you can open up these panels at any time, whatever panels you want, and you can start working. Now, I've put them there. What I've done here is I've typed in perspective to get the perspective of the face a bit better in the modifiers. And now I'm using like the refine face tool. I can't get this tool to work very well. I did exactly what they said. You can see on the top right hand side there, they show you exactly where these points need to go. So on the very top on the side, they show you exactly where you need to put these points. Shows you just under the eyebrow over there. The head shows you exactly where each point goes, just above the ear on the side. It shows you, and I follow this. And there we go. We've got the whole thing. Once you've got that, you can preview the current parts. There's the lips, getting everything going, getting good. You can right click and break the tangents if you need to, which is cool. So over here, it kind of looked like it fits. Right? And then on the very top there by the eye icon, you can add an extra set to do these folds. I used it. It's all good. And that's what I got. A Ninja Turtle from Michael Bay's Ninja Turtles. I don't know, it looks like Michelangelo. Anyway, those, for me personally, I've tried. They don't work very well for me. What I did is I went into the Headshot 3 Morph pack, and that's where I refined everything. I had my reference on the right hand side, and I had these hundreds and hundreds of morphs, and I matched it. And from there, that's when I started getting good results. So I've seen people use it where they actually get perfect results using refinement. I need to play with it a little more. Remember, this is maybe the second, third time I've played with it, but each time I use that like refiner, I don't know, I don't get good results. The morph pack, amazing. I can just go in all honesty, it's my preferred way, because as long as I get a good enough base, then I can go in and I can go start creating anything I want. So over here, just chilling, creating the face of Al Jackson and getting from the references. And now remember, the internet's full of references. You can go in, you can take images, and you can adjust them beautifully in something like this program with the AI, or like ChatGPT or something. You can get exactly what you want for good references. So you have all the control in the world over the face with these morphs, which I love. You can create any character you want with these morphs. So this is kind of like my VinMate pack for Daz. It's fantastic, and man, you can do a lot with it. It's fantastic. So you can see I'm starting to get the shape. It's starting to look. Remember, art's patience, man. It's what it is. Over here, I was looking that they come with a lot of tools for the skin that you can patch up, and you can brush, and you can paint and whatever. I wanted to quickly see if I could just redo the skin, generate it inside the program, and redo the skin. And that's what I wanted. Generate skins, replace the facial texture, and generate the skin texture. And this is the first time I used this, but it worked. There we go. I got a way better skin, which I didn't have to do too much to. Actually worked nicely. Put some lighting in so I could start refining everything on him. And it started working. Once again, just go back, keep refining. It's patience. Art is patience. So when you carry on going and you start getting these things. Now Ari wishes he looked like this. Ari looks like a dog's nutsack, alright? My Scottish is terrible, but it'll never die. It'll never die. It's there. Along with Ari and Margaret. Over here, I used the glamour pack, and I used it in a different way. I used it to kind of use highlights and different things in the face, give like a differentiation in the skin. So this glamour pack is amazing because it focuses on all different parts, and you can just change anything you want. I put some clothes on him, put some eyebrows on him, and he started to come to life, which is pretty damn cool. So I was enjoying this, changing all like the different, making him a little older, whatever. Now look, I can spend another hour on this and get this probably looking damn accurate. And from here you can export it into Unreal Engine, you can export it into whatever you want, and it works. You've got the whole thing set up just like the tutorial we did before, and many times you can do this with these characters. So there's my version of Samuel L. Jackson. It took me all in all roughly maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours or something. And if I spent another hour, guaranteed I could make this absolutely accurate. So thanks to Reallusion, the guys at Reallusion, for supplying this to me. I like it a lot. I need a lot more practice. I think it's quite fussy, but the headshot gives you a good base. The headshot morph pack gives you what you need in order to complete and get literally any character you want. And I quite like this. And I love this AI generation because you can get good skins, whatever. And the best part is you can render out in 4K, so you get detailed skins. There's some cool things about this, very cool things, but make sure this is something for you. Make sure it's something you can use. Anyway, I hope you have a lovely weekend, and see you later.